Alright, so yeah, the critical race theory, I feel like it had a lot to do with the reason that Shades Valley High School didn't have a Black History Month program this year. And
coming to a ghetto near you. Yeah, before this on the greatest show on earth.
what's up, YouTube? Right now, I'm chilling. Just got home. This probably what I'm gonna be doing majority of my videos. Chilling, laying down. Like you can still see me type shit. So if I do when I have on a little fit, I could be in a little chill fit. Right now I'm just shirt, chilling in the bed type shit. So boom. What's been going on with me? I think I should really reintroduce myself to y'all. My name is Tan Jalil Moore. My nickname TJ. My name is TJ. My name was TJ before I became Tan. Yeah, I knew a bit about me beforehand. A little update, I done lost so much weight. I smoke and do other stuff now. And
2,000 years later.
yeah, I'm a whole different person. Like different personality. I look different type stuff. Like it's been a drastic change. Just got my hair done. I can't keep my hands out of it. I like it. Yeah, I like it. I got my hair a different color. It's like brown. It's like my skin so brown. I tried to get it to like match my eye color. I got like a picture or something. Put it right there. It really do match. That shit fine. Like all my little skin tone shit correlate together. So, but yeah. What else? I got accepted into Temple University in Canada. I be going by myself though, but shit, I done got over that part already. And shit, I'm going to Philadelphia. So, yeah, I got accepted off a screen. I got accepted into their theater and screen film writing program or whatever. And I was gonna minor in Afro-Coology and African American Studies. But y'all, like the crazy part of me getting accepted into their little theater academy or whatever, Temple is one of the top schools in the United States of America. Like point this out. But on top of like me not having no experience, like in high school or whatever, I was in the engineering academy. Like I ain't do nothing theaterized, but being a Black History Month program. Like, but that was not even in theater. That was an after school program. Like theater didn't host that. I don't know why we had theater and they didn't do the Black History Month program. But yeah. So this year I was supposed to be the director for said Black History Month program. And I had did the work for it or whatever. I wrote a 28-page production, like play type production. That's what I sent to Temple. That's what Righteous got me into that college. Because it was like, if you were able to do this off the sheer will of just wanting to do it, if we teach you this or you learn this, like it would be very well correlated. Because I put like on my Temple application, I put no theater classes. Like this is my only thing. This is the only piece of work I've done. It would have been the only work I would have been able to show forth. But when so I wrote the play. It was a whole type thing. Like deal. Like I had a fashion show in it. It was like I was a little producer. Like it was gonna be big. I was gonna love it. But my principal, he he canceled it. And his reasoning was we didn't have no certified teacher over the program from our rehearsals. So it's like, okay, I'm going and rounding up all these different teachers to try and help me. And everyone is getting a no or something say so from this man. And one teacher, well, she's not even a teacher, but one lady, she was telling me, like, I got her to watch us one time. And the next day our principal told her, you can't watch them anymore or whatever. And she told me, and she like sat me down, she said, baby, he don't want you to have it. And like that hurt, but I was still like, I'm a hard-headed ass little boy. So it's like, shit, you tell me no, like that's an extra yes. Like I'm very disobedient type shit. So I'm righteous getting told no, like you can't have no practices here for your play. My shit was called
Cultural
EOT.
information.
EOT stands for evolution of time. Like that's the whole little basis of the little program that I've been in throughout high school, like after school, like that little through February. Like I've been doing the Black History Month program all 4 years of my high school career. But this year, I wanted to be the director, so I decided to be the director. I wrote the play. I built me up a cast and all that. So I keep getting told no about these teachers that's supposed to watch us. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? After I've been at this school for 4 years, so I know after school there is a buttload of people here just doing nothing all the time. They're doing something, but sometimes there are people doing nothing. So we were not bothering anybody I was literally hosting practices still because I was just like, no, like anytime they kept telling me like, oh, he trying to get like I was like, I don't, okay, like he can say this person can't do it. I'm gonna find me another person. I'm gonna go do something else. I'm like, you're not gonna tell me no to my Black history. You're not gonna tell me no to saying we're not having a Black History Month program. Like I was just like, this is like that's blasphemy. Like that's blasphemous. Like you blowing me, bro. Like this shit was making me so mad because I was like, there is no because we already we already didn't have one the year before my 11th grade year, but that was because of COVID. But they still had other little hostings and stuff. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let them have it. But this year, like there was no reason. They still host other little theater events, all types of stuff. So I was just like, you know what? I'm after a while of me keeping the hosting these illegal practices or whatever, was a like I'm putting messages right here. Like it was a dang on he basically sent like a bird to me. One like it was crazy. I had missed this because it was right before we got out for Thanksgiving. It was a little bird coming in the little group chat sending something or whatever. I got it on mute because I'm the director. Like, y'all can talk about whatever. I'm just going to come in and tell y'all and see what y'all been talking about. I go back in to see what they've been talking about. Man, I see this person talking about, yeah, Mr. Han said if you're going to do this again, you're going to get class 3'd. I said, really? Really? Like, dang. So then I was just like, you know what? I said if he gonna class 3 me, tell him to do it because I don't take too kind. I'm not too fond of threats. Like the message is right there. I definitely said that in there. Like I'm not fond of threats. Like if you want to class 3 me for doing that, do it. Like I don't care. Like I really don't. Cause it was like that was something I was really looking forward to. Even in school and outside of school. Like in school, it was stuff I was doing that was helping me with that. Like it was all tied in together. Like me going to school, especially this book I was reading. My English teacher, Miss Smith, shout out to her. But it was this book we was reading called Homegoing. Homegoing really helped me like realize a lot like about generations and stuff. Like that's how I was really able to get a lot of impact from my show after reading that book and realizing a lot about myself and a lot about life. Shout out to Nia Gassi too. But yeah. So I get told I'm gonna get class 3 or whatever through students. Like he say, she say. I tell them, well, you go back and tell him I said this. So I don't know who went back and told him I said that, but he calls me to the office now and tells me, well, it's not a threat, it's a promise. I'm just telling you this is what's gonna happen. And I'm just like, well, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Like, cause like shit, it is what it is. I don't give a fuck. You're not gonna tell me no. So I'm like shit, I was just like really like that was like I was just not fucking black and he fucking black. Like I couldn't believe that. I was like, there is no way you telling me no to a Black History Month program in 2022. And it took me so long to realize what really happened. Like beyond all of it, like I didn't sit there like after I got them no's, I stopped going to school for real because I was just like, you know what? Y'all gonna try to put me out of school for this? I was like, I definitely, I would have proudly, he told me exactly what I would have run down for. Defiance of administrator and inciting a riot because my show, my production had 60 participants and I was gaining 25 to 30, like 45 people every other freaking show. Like not even show, every other practice. And these new faces, like everybody joining in, realizing stuff about it, like realize that, oh my God, this is something I want to do. Like I want to be a part of this. Like they wanted to be a part of my stuff. Like I was really proud of myself. And he wasn't. Because he was a hating, he was a coon. But I'm going to tell you why I think he was a coon. So look, it took me a minute to realize what actually went on. Because I was just... Same story, different day. But yeah, this is what I really realized about my show and why I couldn't put it on. So the basis behind my show was like the new black. Like I named it EO, like name of the production for like our Black History Month program stuff. It was EOT, and it stands for Evolution of Time. And for this year's show, like usually in the shows, they like go back in time and they talk about all this type of stuff, like how time has evolved like that. My show was gonna be like the new reinventation of black, like how we had all the new history from like, it's almost like me looking at history from my eyes through how I grew up, like what I grew up through and stuff. So yeah, I wrote all that by myself, directed it, choreographed it. Like I was doing almost everything by myself. I had some co-directors and they was helping with my dance and stuff, but it was like the basis of the show I all did on me. So I was just righteous wondering, I was like, there's no possible way that like I'm finna get class 3 over a Black History Month program. And class 3 is like almost like getting expelled, getting sent to alternative school. I don't know if y'all from up north or what, but yeah. I don't know what they call it up there. I know down here, shoot, it's called getting class 3. This when you go like the alternative school and stuff for like the school for bad kids. So yeah, I had to really realize like what went on. And I knew it was because like with my school, they're trying to get like a big push on sports. I know that. So I was really thinking, I was like, damn, why the fuck, like, why can't I put on a Black History Month program? Like, out of all the bad stuff y'all claim I do, claim I've done all this crazy stuff, I'm trying to put on a Black History Month program, and like, I can't even do this. I'm like, it pissed me off. And so I had to realize that it was the critical race theory. And let me tell you how I figured out how I figured like what the fuck the reason I couldn't have my shit was because of critical race theory. I was like, okay, like my school used to be real big on sports or whatever, but like the programs fell off. So you got to bring in people from other places or whatever. So that means you got to have money. And when you have money and stuff, like you build and add on and stuff, we got a new gym, new football field, new all types of stuff. They putting TVs up around the school. They're trying to make it like a big school for like just kids that want to come there, like athletic kids at that. So now that they've done all that, they're going around like doing little recruitings or whatever. But you need money to do all this stuff. This is why, I think, I feel this, that the reason I wasn't able to do my Black History Month program was because my principal was getting money and funding from different white people to fund all this stuff to like try and build him up this sports elite basketball program type school he has in his mind. Because he was in AAU, so he has all the best football coaches, basketball coaches, trying to get track on track. It's like a bunch of stuff that's going into like him building out his phenomenal school. And I know to have a phenomenal school, you need phenomenal money. And you just don't get phenomenal money to do everything from just locals and out of your pockets. You have to have investors and stuff. And 9 times out of 10, us being Shays Valley, I know the Irondale investors or the Mount Brook or whoever they have like, there's probably a 75% chance that these investors that's paying for like donating and giving all these boosters are white. And when you have a white booster or whatever, it's like you have someone funding you and giving you money. You sort of have to do what this person is telling you to do. And I'm not saying this to bash or throw super salt on my principal, because I mean, the money has to come from somewhere to make a change. So I guess I understand, but I mean, at the same time, it's like, what you selling out of to get what you want. Because it's like, I didn't feel that selling out of Black history was okay, because it's just like what all the stuff going on now. Like, they want to take the history and stuff we learn or whatever out of school so it could stop the radical left or all of these protests and this different mindset of how to look at the other side of people the way we should, though, like, because our time ain't gonna tell no lie, like, with your eyes and shit. But yeah, so from that point forward, my show got canceled and I put it back on myself. And when I did this, I did not know how hard it was gonna really be. But shit, I mean, I'm a hard-headed person, so like shit, when they told me no, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself. Fine, figure it out my own, and I really did. I found a director, well, not even a director, I'm the director. I found a venue to host my show at, a theater guy who was really helpful. I was putting together sets, making posters, choreographing. Like, I was really going hard, strong. Cause once one of my mentors had got my show pulled from Shays Valley, like, okay, we can pull this title since y'all don't want to do it. It became mine, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and rebrand it and do something like that. So I made a post. I needed actors, dancers, singers, songwriters, all types of directors, dressers, fashion artists. I was like, I needed a lot because like I really had a big vision and a big project. I just didn't have the platform to put it on. Like, literally, like, one thing I could say when it did come to getting everything I needed, like, it was hard, but I got it done. Like, I drew everything on my own. Like, I had boxes of cardboards, because it was just like, I'm gonna build my own set. Like, because the set base of how my show was, it was like, you were gonna have one side of town, which is supposed to be like the white side, where it's like real big nice houses. I was gonna draw that up, and then, but in these big nice houses, the black folks stay there now. Like that was the like key flip switch. But then you also had on this other side of the town, you still got like the bricks, the projects and stuff where black folks still stay. And my basis was like, you had a dude from the bricks thinking it's like the 60s or something, like they marching or whatever. And he get lost from the march and stumble upon the neighborhood, the nice neighborhood or whatever, and like, oh snap, I'm gonna get lynched. Like something bad for me gonna happen. Hey, I gotta get from around here. And he see another color, he see another nigga walking around. And he's just like, hey, like what's up? And the other nigga telling him, he like, shit, like what's up with you? Like, I stay right here type shit. Like, what's going on? Why you dressed like that? Like, you look young. Like, why you dressed so old? It was like you introducing the older generation into the newer generation. And yeah, I tried to put that on by myself. I was going good because, like, it's crazy. The basis of how everything played out. I started initial practices. Like, I had my show ready to be taught. Like, ready to be given to them in November so we could practice for February for Black History Month. But in December, my principal told me no, try to do all the class 3 threats or whatever about it. So this carried on into January as I'm trying to get my show pulled from it. And then as I reach into February, that's when I realized, okay, that's when I posted my flyer, like, okay, my show won't be a Black History Month program anymore. It won't. I said it was gonna be there. It's gonna be a Black History Year production, because it was like, you can, like, it don't, Black history shouldn't just, like, we should go for more than just 1 month, I think, at least. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do a Black History Year production, and I was gonna have it in like April. But so much has been going on. My senior year, prom fees, school fees, like they charging us for everything. I got a single parent. Well, I got one mama. But yeah, it's crazy that I really tried to do something positive and it didn't go through. But you know, and that really keyed in so much depression. Cause it's just like, y'all ever like had the feeling like, okay, yeah, you getting told no a bunch of times or whatever, but it's like you keep finding little avenues, like every time you get denied here, like you make, okay, access granted here type shit. I was moving like that, but I know when that motherfucker told me, okay, I can't do it myself, it was like because I really spent all my hard work and time on it. And then I was like, okay, I'm just try and do it a different way. And when I tried to do it a different way, like I tried to go from a community standpoint, didn't nobody want to do it for real. Like it was a lack of participation. So I was like, okay, what do I do now? Because like now this is where like the ketone depression kicks in, where it's just like I'm wasting my time. Like, and it's not even like rooted from this one problem, but it'll just be like so much stuff piling up on your back to where the point is just like, you know what, I'm so sick of this. Like I'm tired. Like nothing's going right. Like what the fuck? I'm trying. Like I see myself trying. I tried all my life. So it's just like a when will something give? And I definitely got very discouraged because I just recently called my show completely off because I was like, I guess I'm gonna try and go down when I go to college to do it down there so I can have something like, and this was a real, like my show was a really big key thing. Like I felt it in my spirit, in my soul, I swear to God, because like I'm spiritual. So it's like I would see almost like envisions of like, I envision my whole show out in my head. like every part, every dance move, every piece that's lighting up, all of it. Like it had to go process through my brain smoothly. Like all this plays out, like from every key point in detail. So like thinking about that, and it was just like, dang, this, like, if I would have been like, cause for one, I did all this not having any theater background, any theater experience. I've never been in the theater academy. I've never wrote a play. I mean, I've always been, I've been good at writing essays. I've recently gotten really good at writing, thanks to Miss Smith, my AP Lit class. But I just think from my understanding level and like point, I could catch on real fast. So I know if there was something like, if that was like to be a school project, I would have aced it, because it's like, it was, could you catch on to your culture? And I caught on like that. But yeah, so it's like I was able to put it down in show format, put it down how I envisioned it in my mind, because it was like, I'm creative. And it got me in the temple and stuff. And like I showed other people, they saying this is phenomenal, like phenomenal work. Like one of my college professors told me, like, this is the greatest thing he's seen produced from a K-12 student. Like all in out, like I had a whole bunch of everything on my show. And I knew whenever I put it on, like wherever, I knew that somewhere in that crowd, it was somebody that was gonna change my life. Like I really thought about this. Like tears came to my eyes. Like it was like I had an epiphany. It was like, dang, me doing this could really like change everything for me, like type shit. So I was like, okay, gotta get my show done. And I told one of the people, like I was like one of my friends or whatever, he like, one thing I really liked was like the friend support, because it was some friends and like guys and stuff, like they're like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm doing a show type stuff, like my homeboys. And then everybody just be like, damn, I do something for you, like to support you. And I really like that. I really appreciate it. And I told one of them, like, yeah, I had this really big epiphany. Like, I was driving one day and like I'm thinking about my show. I'm listening to like the soundtracks and the music. I'm getting the feel in my mind. And it's just like, I imagine myself there. I imagine my whole show went through. Lights go out, curtains or whatever. Directors come. Me and my best friend, we was the director, so like we was gonna walk out, and I had like, it was like almost, I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe it. Like whatever I got offered, it literally brought tears. It brought tears to my eyes then, in that moment, like on that stage, like receiving that award or receiving that like scholarship, anything. They could have, like, because I don't have a scholarship to go to Temple. Like, I'm a regular accepted out-of-state student, and it's one of the top schools in the nation. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, so I definitely need help with that. But I was really like, that was really gonna be, I thought, like, if anything in my mind, this is going to be the way that because I knew when I applied to Temple, I didn't get accepted until February 4th. But it's crazy. I had been sent my application in, but I had to do some little fixings to it. My application got officially sent to them, like, was officially complete on the 1st, and they accepted me on the 4th. That means they had been wanting to accept me. It was just I had to go check it. So I had looked into that, and like it really hurt that I couldn't experience that moment anymore. Like, cause that was gonna be like, I put that on my Temple application. Like, I was the director of this show and I wrote the play and stuff. Like, and my show should be airing in February. So I wanted to try to have something to show the program and people down there when I get there, because I don't know nothing about theater at all. Like, I never taught nothing. Like, I just know how to do what I do, like be me. So I was like, dang, I don't have anything on my resume anymore. So it's like, it's not like I lied, because I definitely did it, but there's nothing set in stone on my resume. Like, anybody can write up anything and say, oh, I did this and I put it down on my stuff. Like, but like, what did you do with it? Like, there's nothing to say what I did with my stuff, like my phenomenal work. And that really hurts my feelings, because it was just like, I really thought like this moment for me, like being down here and like seeing what people actually think I was seeing, showing people what I could actually do, like with my mind and creativity. Because it's just like being black and like dressed like fly all that, like you get like a crazy stereotype. Like folks, like it's crazy. Every time I tell people I'm going to college or whatever, like if I don't really know this person or they just looking at me or whatever, they'll walk up, oh, like, you ain't going to college. Like, they'll look at what I have on. Like, I be having, like, goals in my mouth. I got a chain. I got chains. I got a watch. Like, earrings. I'm, like, normal nigga for it. But, like, I guess it's, like, the image of you portraying yourself. Like, I guess they don't think a fly black boy could be smart or something like that. But, I mean, like, I just want to be appreciated. For real though, like I want people to see my talents. I applied to my mama told me about this thing for the World Games they doing. Like they need help, like they say singer dancers and stuff like that, like magicians. But I look at myself, like I can do all of that. Like I can sing a little bit, I can dance. I was choreographing and stuff. I can do some stuff, but it's like I just see myself as like being a producer, like a creative producer. I can draw. It's in my drawings. I can do a bunch of stuff. So it's like it's really time for me to embrace me and go about life very differently, like putting myself out there. First starting with YouTube, and hopefully if I could get any director, anybody to see this, please. I'm talking about Tyler Perry, anybody. Like, if y'all can see what potential I have in me and like give me a chance to just do something, anything, like, cause I swear, like, I hate having a job, like an actual job, like a working job. I hate it. Because it's just like they don't see you as anything but a pawn. Like they don't see the talents and stuff that you have as a person. Like they're just like, it's basically like off of a trade for trade. You working and you get paid. Not you work, I realize stuff about you. I try and promote you, help you out through life. Like see if you can meet the different right people. Like it's just like a constant cycle. And I really hate it. And I really want to change my life. So please, if anybody is watching my first YouTube video, my story time on why my school canceled my Black History Month program, then I think y'all would really get to like and know me. Because I'm a likable person, I've realized, like, by a lot of people. But it's just like I gotta figure out who I like. And I like people who I care about and who I think care about me. And yeah, if somebody like, bitch, I would look at this like, you really, like, you listened to me, you understood me, and you cared about me. Like you not heard my pleas and my cries, but it's like you heard my potential in my voice type stuff. Like you got what I was spending. And like what I'm spending is real. I would, and like it's crazy. I remember when I first printed out my production, because I had typed it all. That shit was like this thick. I was like, I can't believe I wrote that. Like, I can't believe I put all this together. Like, cause from every play to the skits, to the poems, to the songs, to the movements, to the standstill museums, to the BT Awards, to the thing. I had basically literal music videos, like it was going. I had a black business fashion show, like I was gonna have all types of black designers from around Birmingham, anywhere possible, really, to come and show off their clothes. Like, I was have a pop-up shop at the end. Like, I really had a dream to put something together. I think I could really do this for the rest of my life and be happy. Like, when I was doing this, y'all, I was happy. Like, I hadn't been sad for a while, but I hadn't been the same. Like, it wasn't happy. It was like bland, okay. But when I started doing this, y'all, like, I really, like, it elated me to see what the fuck I could do. And I could been drawing everything. Like, I've been a talented person, but like this particularly, like me going from my mind and like reiterating stuff for other people to understand, like me doing that, like, and like looking at it like, oh my God, this is good. Like, I was really excited for myself and proud of myself. But yeah, I'm TJ, and this the life of T.